lines on my body. Like I feel like silk pajamas are anti-aging pajamas.
For me, I get like night sweats for some reason.
In silk
In
or
general,
just in
in
general?
general. So the silk pajamas make it worse. But I remember that you gave me a pair that I actually love because they're so cute, and I'll wear them. And sometimes in the morning when I wake up, I just notice that my top's off. Like I've thrown my top off in the middle of the night. Has
Yeah.
that ever happened to you?
No, but I noticed like I don't have my kids, they sleep at Scott's usually twice a week. And
Oh
so,
yeah, I'm sure most people want to know as well. How is co-parenting during a quarantine going?
I mean, it's honestly, I think, nice for the kids to have a change of scenery, and I think especially like, I know, a lot of people are like, oh, bored in the house and I'm in the house bored or whatever. But for people with kids, I mean, I found the homeschooling and, with kids and trying to work, like I feel like I've never been like more busy in my life, but in a great way. Like I feel like I feel so involved in my kids' work. Like I actually know like their strong points, like where they need more help, like like I'm like actually like really helping like do everyone's work. Like I feel like there's no time for little, random things on my phone or like things that I used to use as distractions before. I feel like there's not really time for that. It's like, we have to do all the main things that we have to like get our day, you know,
But
done.
when they go back and forth between your and Scott's house, are you like, are
Worried
you
or,
guys both following similar quarantine protocol or whatever so that, do you let
yeah.
Scott into the house, for example? Because
Yeah.
I know that you're not letting most of your family into your house.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think because the kids are going back and forth to both houses, my point in saying all that other stuff though was just that like the little break, is like I try to schedule like my work on those days, and I know, that's not the situation for everyone, but I think it's even nice for the kids to get a different change of scenery, like get into a different house. They have their own dog there. It's just like a different vibe at the different houses. But yes, I mean, I think there's some days where the kids are even like, oh, we want dad to come over. Like, so I think because the kids are going back and forth, and I know he's practicing like really safe rules as well over there. And like, we've been talking about it, like, let's take this really seriously, you know,
Yeah.
let's not just, because I feel like it's kind of at the point where people are getting like, okay,
Complacent.
I need to see people. And so I
Yeah.
think they're like kind of breaking, some rules and like,
They're getting bored and complacent, and then that's when this will all just kind of blow up again, and I don't know, it's just not worth it.
right.
Um,
So I think we have spoken about it and about, um, just really following the rules. And so, yes, I will, like, if the kids have asked for him to come over and like, that's fine with me. And like, with the family, I think we've really been like distancing and trying like not to see each other. Chloe and I live 2 blocks away from each other, as you know. So we've been,
you
like,
do?
yes. So I'll see her maybe like I've seen her a couple times, maybe 3 times, like outside at a big distance. If like she's walking through
Right.
around the neighborhood and like, we walk by her house when we go on our PE dog walking adventures.
I
So
love that you pee. Yesterday when I was on the phone with you, you were like, Mason, it's time for PE.
it's time for PE. I'm like,
I'm
what do we
like,
want
what?
to do
I'm
active?
like, what are you teaching them in PE?
And the kids are so sick of us just going around the neighborhood and walking the dogs for PE. Wait, before I forget, I told one of my fans, her name is Queen Kourtney K, and
Okay.
she I actually met her when we were in Cannes in the south of France, and she happened to be nearby. So she came and we had ice cream together and we spent the day together. And we talk all the time on Instagram, on DM. And she always says, you're like my big sister. And so she wrote me and said, can you answer one of my questions? And I said, I'm really going to try to remember. And I didn't write it down, so I don't know it word for word. But her question was, hey, Jonathan, food god. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say Jonathan anymore. We have to say food god.
Oh, hi, food god. You know that for anyone who wants to know this, my first job ever after college I was Jonathan's intern at a PR company called Network PR.
That's so interesting. So, what was I going to say? Oh, her question was...
Queen Kourtney K or something?
Queen Kourtney K. Her question was, how did your skin routine change? I think she said after your 30s or maybe once you got in your 30s. But so
you should have written down the question.
I should have written down the question. I could look, but then I don't know if it cuts me off this thing, whatever. So, my answer is, I can't even speak. I didn't have my matcha yet, by the way. I didn't have time.
Start drinking that matcha.
You guys, matcha is the only way I can focus on our Zoom POOSH meetings because I'm so, what's the word? Like
all over the place.
I don't have a good attention span.
Right.
So I get really easily like
distracted.
Yeah, distracted.
Yeah.
So anyways, I didn't have my matcha today, but
I feel like we just went through 10 different things. I don't even know where we are now.
I'm just going to say, how did my skin routine change?
Oh, okay. Yes.
So
from 20s to 30s.
Yeah, so I will say the only time it really changed and that I started giving it a lot of attention was, I remember Kim said to me, we went to Paris maybe 4 years ago, and she said to me, you have to start being really proactive with your skin. And so I started doing like just different skin treatments, like at Dr. Diamond doing the Fractora that really lifts. It's like just collagen building, I guess. And
PRP with Dr. Diamond.
PRP with Dr. Diamond doing, the roller, which Sarah and I have been talking about. We've been rolling at home.
Yes. Kourtney and I, every night we call, and I think that someone asked actually, so this goes back to that, what's our favorite self-care ritual? And I think for both of us, it definitely has to do with something with skin. And every night it's like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do.
Doing? Yeah. Like, how are we taking care of ourselves?
Yeah. And we since we both love microneedling, we made the roller with Aura, which is available on their site. And sadly, the serum is sold out, but the roller is still available, and it really just allows any product to penetrate. But I would just make sure that you use clean products because you are
penetrates
deeper. Yeah. So just be very careful to use clean products for sure.
By the way, can we be rolling? I roll on my neck and my whole face, but can we be rolling on our chest?
I think with that one, yes, because it's 0.3. I wouldn't do it with anything higher than a 0.3. But I did a really intense microneedling at home. Last week I sent you a photo of my face. Like I drew blood. I loved it. But I would caution people against doing something like that. Our 0.3 will not draw blood, or it shouldn't draw blood. And you can use it much more often. The type that I did on my own, that sometimes I'll go and get done other places. You should really only do every 3 weeks to like a month, basically, because you want the time for the collagen to rebuild and stuff, and you don't want to keep.
Oh my God, someone said I look so scared.
I can't even read the comments. I mean, that's probably a good thing.
I have a really good eye. I can read things really tiny from far away.
Can you see that? Can your good eye see that I dyed my own roots yesterday? Oh,
you did it yourself?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm proud of you. You know, I don't dye my hair.
I do know that. Speaking of hair, because everyone wanted to know about like hair secrets, and obviously everyone wants to know about your shiny hair. And I do think that one of the reasons why your hair is so shiny is because you don't dye it. But I know that you were talking about
Not
earlier
washing.
about not washing it and sleeping. So basically, like right now, is that slick back? It's not gel; it's all oil.
It's just oil, my hair. But like I rinse it every day. I take a shower every day. I can't wait for my shower because I do such a routine now in the shower. Like I do a full body scrub, or I'll do different skin treatments that I wouldn't necessarily use on my face because I'm nervous that they'll make me break out, but I'll use them on my body, like different like peely kind of things, or like what is it, like that rice enzymes, or different
Yes.
different things. So I've been using it on my whole body. I'll let it sit in the shower, and then like I'll scrub, like, you know, just whatever. I have a whole routine. And so I
Are you doing
rinse
like the dry brushing and the fascia blasting and all that?
I don't do the dry brushing, because I don't have a dry brush and I should order one. But
To be
and I
honest,
haven't been
to be honest, I don't have one either.
and I haven't been doing the fascia blasting, but every day when I'm putting on I've been putting on what is it called? A serum on my body once again that I'm not sure if it's going to make my face break out. My body is like better than ever. It's like firm from the serums, and then I put a great
Ooh.
lotion on my body, like a skin lotion or some, just same thing. I've been taking extra care, and then every day when I'm doing that, I look and I'm like, I need to start doing the fascia blasting, because it really, when Sophie, who's written a bunch of articles,
Yeah.
she's does my massage normally once a week, but I haven't been seeing her since all of this. When she was doing it, it was so great. I noticed such a difference on my body. So there is a tutorial on POOSH on how to do fascia blasting yourself.
Yes.
And what I just looked up the other day was Sophie's tutorial on POOSH on gua sha, how to do gua sha with like the gua sha tools. Because
Yeah, I did
tools.
gua sha last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So I have the tools, but I've never tried it. And so
I
have
love it. Love, love, love it.
And so I just did it. I've only done it once now, but it said to do it every day. So
yeah, you can do it every day for sure. What I was going to say though with the microneedling is, for me at least, and I think also this goes to what you've done in terms of changing your routine, at least since I know that I've done it and I'm pretty sure you've done it, is wear sunscreen. So anything that you're doing that's making your skin a little bit more photosensitive, like preventatively, if you start
wear sunscreen
early.
only when you leave the house, right?
I mean, I'm wearing it right now because I have windows that have that sunlight comes through. It's just like being yeah, it's just like being in a car, you know, and when you're in your car.
Hi, 50s Daily.
Who's that?
You think I'm insane. Just this like cute 50s account that I follow, and they said, could you say hi?
Wow, your eyes are so good.
I know.
So you must eat a lot of carrots. So anyway, so with the microneedling, I would say do it at night and then wear sunscreen during the day. With gua sha, you can do it night or day because it's basically like a face massage, but with a tool. And
Yeah.
we do have that on POOSH, so we will make sure to link to the story after, and the fascia blasting story, because you can do that yourself, and the microneedling story. And what other kind of skincare, I don't know, the SPF I think is really important. I know that you have gotten much more diligent about using SPF, and I've tried to make you wear a hat every time you go outside. I don't know.
I do wear a hat, not when I go outside, but if I work, I've been working out outside lately. If I go for a run outside, I'll put on a hat. If I'm outside by the pool at my house, I used to not wear a hat. Now I always wear a hat. So I have been much better at protecting my face from the sun. And definitely I'm obsessed with my sunscreen. It has hyaluronic acid in it as well. I think we did it as a pick of the week, did we?
Yeah, we will repost the
that.
sunscreen.
I'm going to do a roundup at the end of all the stories that we mentioned.
Excuse me, I have really bad allergies.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
So,
and I'm also drinking out of our POOSH bottle.
We should, wait, what was I going to say? Oh, should we read some of the questions that people sent?
Yeah, I mean, one of the questions about the hair care, which I wanted to get into, was, and I think that you could talk a little bit about the hair care secret that we will be publishing, I believe, tomorrow, which is the rice water. But one of the things that I've been doing is, because on the last live, I was talking about how I was breaking out a bit more, and I think it was probably stress acne. And we've written about stress acne, so we'll republish that because there's some really good tips in there. But I remember that I have this hair care line, which I actually brought to show you because I feel like you'd love this. It's called Scene. So it's shampoo, conditioner. You can see I've used it a lot. And it's non-comedogenic, which means it won't make you break out. It was designed by Dr. Iris Rubin, who is a Harvard dermatologist. And it has like skin-loving ingredients in it, so it won't clog your pores. And what I love about it is, you and I have discussed many times that when we're in the shower, we make sure that we wash our face and our back after.
Again, yeah.
Because
I do it twice. I wash my face and body before I shampoo and condition, and then after because of that.
This, you do not have to do that. Because this will not make you break out. It actually has ingredients that are good for your skin. And you can also, you don't have to worry about sleeping. I mean, with how oily you're letting your hair get, I would still protect my skin on my pillow. But for me, I usually change my pillowcases, I'd say every 2 nights. I'm crazy about my hair touching my face. And this, the same thing. You do not have to change your pillowcases as diligently. So whatever, I've been really liking it. Also, the conditioner, for me, I have pretty thick hair, and it gets out all the tangles. It's getting really long right now. My dad actually FaceTimed with him the other day, and he told me I need a haircut. I'm like, thanks.
Oh, your dad?
My father. I was like, so do you. And so anyways, this comes in a bundle. It's called the Be Seen Power Bundle. It has this Scene Skincare Shampoo, the Scene Skincare Conditioner, and this Scene Skincare Blowout Cream. I don't blow out my cream, but I love using a blowout cream just on my ends to let my hair air dry. I think it helps with frizz and also kind of just as a detangler. And I use it before.
I didn't know you could use that if you're not blow drying.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like, it's really good for anti-frizzing, and it detangles a bit. And I just feel like it protects your hair. And then I wrap it up in our Aquas hair turban, and honestly, my skin has, I mean, this coupled with all of my kind of skin treatments that I've been doing at home have been game changers. So
I also have heard of that brand, and I saw that they have a give back element where they give to a charity for kids in Armenia. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yes. And they're clean and vegan and non-irritating. So it's like all the things that POOSH is about. I'm really into that. So
someone just asked, Court, how long are you not washing your hair for? I'll probably wash it once a week right now.
So
I'll go 1 week of not washing, then I'll shampoo, condition, and then I'll do the same.
But you're still putting water on it.
I still rinse with water.
Talk about your other hair treatment, because people want to know that a lot of questions have to do with hair.
We can do a little story on the not washing hair.
No, but do talk about the DIY rice water.
Oh, the rice water. Okay, so Kim told me about this rice water that makes your hair actually grow and makes your hair thicker. So I haven't done it yet myself, but I'm dying to do it now that I don't have the kids for like another day or so. I will definitely do this. But she does it every day. She said it's totally made a difference in her hair. And we're putting up the story on POOSH tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Which will have, tell you guys how to do that. Okay,
the
so
instructions.
let's get into
To other questions? Okay.
should we just read some?
Yeah. Where's your diffuser?
It's in the back. Do you see it? Or can you not see it? Hold on.
No, I can't see it.
Let's see. Do you see it there on my end table?
Oh yeah, I see it.
So you guys, my room smells so yummy because, should I take the phone closer
Sure.
so you can really see it? Oh, hold on. So this is my room.
Wait, your sister Chloe just texted me.
What?
Your sister Chloe just texted me. I just
what?
saw it pop up.
So this is our POOSH diffuser, which I keep next to my bed. I wish you guys could smell how good this smells.
Oh,
it has our
so
POOSH
pretty
blend
too.
oil. I keep a little jar next to my bed with mints because I just like it, and my water. But the most important thing is our diffuser, and I love this. I designed this with our POOSH team to look like stone, and it just smells so good. And all of this, the oils are so calming, and they have so many benefits. We could repost the benefits story.
Yes, of the essential oils. I love the way it smells. The rose is so pretty. I have it in my, I have the white one in my office and the gray one downstairs. And I love that it's not an eyesore, which I know, you work really hard at making sure that it, you love design and you love interior. So you worked really hard making sure that it would be, it feels like a piece of decor. It really does. I love that.
I mean, I think definitely when designing it, that was really important to me, that it looked like, it looked like just a part of your home that really would go in any home. And it also comes in white. It comes in gray. I have the gray in my bedroom. I have the white in like my bathrooms that are mostly all white.
Yeah. And you have the gray one in your downstairs bathroom.
Yeah. It has the gray stone. So I have it sitting on the gray stone.
And it just smells, I feel like, especially since we're spending so much time in our homes right now, it's so nice to have a nice smelling house. And
well, it gives the house a really nice vibe, but
and a good energy. Yeah.
It also has so many benefits, like when at a time when people could feel really anxious, or like it's really helps
calming and soothing. Yeah.
Soothing, comforting.
I also love this candle, by the way. Just a shout out to both of our friend Carson Meyer, who makes the best clean body scrub called Sea in the Moon. Have you tried it yet? It's at your house. You have to use it.
I need to see. I don't know where it is, honestly.
And this candle, completely non-toxic, smells so good. So with the candle and our POOSH diffuser, those are like the two things that I've been kind of having go on in my house as much as possible. And then, I don't know, we have so many questions. So do you want to start?
Yeah, we can start. Someone, Court on the Go, from Court on the Go said, what are some quick healthy snacks you eat? I've definitely, I think it's been really great for me, I would say, to keep taking. I know you guys were really interested in this last time in the supplements that I'm taking, and I think it's really much easier while we're at home to really try to feed ourselves, like food as medicine kind of thing. But I've also, it's also easier to try to eat junk food, I would say, because, you're home, you get bored, and people just, we did a story on that today, actually, on how to not
boredom eat.
But I mean, we have, like, if you want, I have so many good things. We're going to put up my waffle recipe next week, which is made mostly with almond flour. It's gluten-free, like, just to try to still feel like you're, like, cheating in a way, but, like, still eating, like, the healthiest version that it could be. Like, I've been also, our almond flour crackers that you and I are obsessed with, and I'll dip them in hummus.
I snack on those a lot.
Yeah, or I'll eat them by themselves too. I've been making, just because it's really easy for me, I've been making these quesadillas for the kids, but I use vegan cheese, and I use these tortillas that are made out of, there's either one's made out of almond flour, one's made out of sweet potato, or one's made out of chickpeas, and we mix it up. So that is, I'm known as the quesadilla queen.
No, but you've been experimenting more with cooking, because I feel like someone asked that. Hold on, let me find. We're trying to give shout outs to people also. So Jewel at Jewel Mulligan said, how to stay on track eating habits during quarantine. What are some go-to meals you've been loving during this time? I mean, I am by no means a chef, so I cook 3 things: avocado toast, turkey tacos, and cheese quesadilla. But Kourtney, I know that you've definitely been experimenting more.
We've been every
You
day.
made that salmon, didn't you? Didn't that turn out well?
I did make salmon. I was dying to make like zucchini with garlic. I think it's just all about trying stuff and then, you know, figuring out. I wasn't really going by a recipe. I just was kind of, you know, trying it. I also make my shake still every single day. I've been switching it up a lot because I've been getting bored. So I used to do my avocado shake forever. And then I was doing banana, and I felt like I wasn't eating enough vegetables, so I started putting kale into my banana shake. So, and I put dates, I put almond butter. The rest, we'll add the kale recipe onto POOSH, but I switched my protein powder to chocolate instead of vanilla, just to switch it up. And it's actually,
so it's like a banana chocolate sundae.
Yeah. But I also add all my healthy supplements to it so that it makes it like it's a healthy thing, but I actually get excited for it. So I would say I'm really good at breakfast, lunch, snacks. You know, we have a lot of fruit that we just cut up and keep out for the kids.
And then for dinner, is it kind of, does everyone sit down and eat together?
We do, and we always say the peak and pit of our day. Every day, that's like a highlight for the kids. And then we've been going over like we have these chore charts in the kitchen, so we go over like, you know, what's everyone been helpful with, if they've been like helping with the dog Honey or being nice, or, you know, helping.
Are they helping more now that they're home more?
They've been helping more now that they're home more, and I can see little things now because I'm here 24/7, where I can see like, oh, you know, just encouraging them to, like, if they leave trash, you know, when on the table when they leave, like, to be like, no, you can pick up your trash. Just like simple things like, or pick up your towels after the shower. Like, just trying to really get everyone to not be slobs, to really think about, you know, being helpful and doing their part. I think, oh my gosh, Penelope was mopping my bathroom floor the other night. Like, she loves to be helpful. She's obviously I didn't ask her to do that.
She's so cute.
She just wanted to do that.
I was cracking up when you posted for Easter and Penelope in the background. Yeah. It's like, Mom, I saw that in the garage, and you're like, No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. And then I felt so bad because I'm like, why would I say that? She obviously did. I don't want to, like, tell her that she didn't see something.
I know, but you need to calm down a little bit with the mom guilt, too.
I know.
Okay, so then let's move on to, let's see. Oh, I love this question. The best thing to do is put Post-it notes around your house. Deep breath.
We used to have that when we were growing up.
I know that the body scan from Insight Timer that you had suggested, I still really want to do that.
A body scan is good. I also find that writing things down, so at nighttime, clearing your mind. So writing down, especially if you're feeling stressed and anxious, you know, I don't do it every night. I really find that I do it on those nights when I'm not feeling great, or I just feel like my mind is racing and it won't shut down. Not even just at night. I'll do it if I just need a minute. I'll go to my room and, you know, just write things down. I have a big journal that I keep in my safe. and I just take it out. I sit on my bed and I just write down all my thoughts. So I think that's really helpful. And just, be easy on yourself, especially right now.
Agree, yeah. Okay, and then
Should we do you think we should just do that one last question?
Yeah, the one that I really love.
Yeah,
So this is a question from Baby Blue 75282018, and she asks about the different. I'm kind of paraphrasing because the question was long. She asks about the different layers to loving yourself. She describes mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. And she says that she focuses on mental and spiritual, but tends to ignore the others. So her question is, what are ways to focus on the layers ignored?
So, I mean, I'm really big on, loving all of yourself, the physical, everything. Like I just posted, I think also not taking yourself so seriously if you can like help yourself to just, like you said to me, like with the mom guilt, like try to not be so hard on yourself. And I think the awareness of doing certain things is the important part. So if you're aware that you could do something better or whatever, but I think just knowing that we're not perfect, and like I posted this photo the other day, and everybody, so many of the comments were like, are you pregnant? Baby number 4, pregnant. And I could have taken that, offensively and really been, like, oh my gosh, do I look pregnant? But instead, I knew that I didn't look pregnant, in my opinion. I've been pregnant 3 times. I know what my body looks like when I'm pregnant. And I, like to me, a feminine, like it's very feminine to have curves, and I embrace my body. And so I didn't take it offensively, and I said, instead I wrote back like, oh, let's put the good blessings out there, like put out a good vibe. And I did read some of the comments, this one comment that I really liked that said, by pregnant, like I almost thought you were pregnant because your body looks like extra curvy and feminine and like glowing. So like someone said something like in a really positive way. So to me, like, I don't know, I just think there's so much criticism to everybody
about their physicality, about
right, not even your physicality. I think just on the way we do things in life, like today, because we live in this social media world where people just feel, not only to celebrities, to anybody, that they can just comment, on what you're doing. What I remember when I first became a mom, and people would comment on every little thing of, you're doing this right, you're doing this wrong. And like, everyone has such vastly different opinions. But I think because, when I had like a whole life before being famous, our show came out when I was 27. And so just, I was so confident, like, in who I was when it happened. Like, I was just like, this is me. And we were just really famous for being ourselves. Like, and, we were like just
authentic to who we
were. Our banter, we were not trying to prove anything to anyone. And so just having, it's funny because I looked back the other day at my first Instagrams from when Instagram just started, when comments were just like, no one was overthinking captions. No one was like overthinking what they were posting. Everything just like, it was so freeing to look at and be like,
and it was wasn't it more fun back then?
It was more fun, and it was like, remember when we could just be who we are and not have all this criticism? Like, and I'm not just speaking as like, a part of a famous family. I'm just speaking as the world. Everyone feels the need to criticize and comment. So I think it's also keeping yourself out of toxic environments, keeping the people in your life. I think especially now, not for this to come off rudely, but I was like, now is the time. Anyone you don't want in your life, like, now is the time. Random people that you would do small talk with or whatever, like, I mean, I don't have time for that right
No
now.
time for that. Peace. Bye.
So it's just like keeping, I think it's like a good reminder of what's really important. And just getting any like reevaluating, like it's just a good time to reevaluate the people in your life.
And I think for emotional, so that was like physical, emotional, spiritual, mental. I mean, I think mental health and mental love is, first of all, I think loving all aspects of yourself is something that is ever evolving and you work on for your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's ever a time where you're like, ooh, I've arrived.
Right.
100%. But I don't know.
But I think having awareness like really is helpful of like why we do certain things, why why this made you feel like this. Like, I don't know, you can go really deep with it, but I feel like just like being easy on yourself and doing the things that like noticing like what makes you feel good and what, sticking to that kind of stuff and just, I don't know.
For me, like I am always trying to get more of a spiritual awareness, which I think you're really great at. I said this to you this morning that I envy so much how you wake up every morning, you read a book. I mean, you read a passage from the Bible and you really try and live your life that way. And, not everyone, it's not, it doesn't have to be a Catholic thing or a Jewish thing or a Muslim thing. It's just like finding whatever spirituality means to you and then going with that. And I think that anyway, my point is that this is a great question. It's so deep, and I think we want to put it to our experts too and get some of their feedback. But I think for right now, just kind of assessing like this is the area that I'm trying to work on, and maybe giving yourself a few tasks a day to just try and elevate your feelings of goodness or happiness or whatever you want to say. I've been doing this Yale class, which they were offering it for free. I'm not sure if they still are. It's called The Science of Happiness. And it kind of touches on all these different layers of happiness. And not saying that you'll be happy if you feel content with mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. But I do think you're one step closer. And I think happiness is a moment. It's fleeting just like everything else. So,
but I do think the spiritual side, helps, is probably one of the biggest parts in happiness. I think it's
100% agree. Yeah.
Knowing that, it's like living with a purpose, and the purpose is, not for this life and not for this, for what's, here. So I think just like, we were raised a certain way to where like religion was a big part of our lives. So I think it's probably easier, but like instilling that in my kids, it almost reminds me like more, because I am talking about it so much. I'm saying my kids' prayers every night, even if they're at their dad's. We FaceTime, we say prayers. I read them these religious books. On Easter, we sat on the couch and I read them the story of Jesus, and then they weren't paying attention to me, so I was like, we're doing a quiz. Whoever doesn't get the quiz right, you're not doing an Easter egg hunt. This is what Easter's about. And so,
who won the quiz?
No, they all got the answers right, and I made it pretty easy. But they started listening and asking questions once I said that. Then they were like, wait, who is this? What does this mean? They were asking so many questions. So I do think that is a really important aspect.
Yeah, I love that.
Of just who we are as people, and I think we need to like really nurture that side.
And also, I just think spirituality allows you to remember, regardless of what religion you are, just spirituality in general, that you're not the center of the universe.
Right. It's not about you, and there's such a bigger picture.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you have an announcement for something that's coming up on the 29th.
I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So
for a live.
Oh, okay, got it. So on the 29th, so that's a week. Is that in a week?
It's not next Wednesday. So next Wednesday is Earth Day. So hopefully we'll do some sort of a thing for that, but it's the Wednesday after.
I have a good idea for the Earth Day, so we'll talk about it later. But so not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after, which is the 29th, Steph Shep, who's one of my best friends, and I will be doing a live talking about clean beauty, and we've both been doing a lot of cleaning out of our products while we've been at home and really reading the ingredients. And so just, teaching you guys a lot of what we've learned about ingredients and products and how to just really keep the best products of what's clean and healthy.
That will be fun. Are you going to have 20-year-old lipstick still at your house?
No, the reason I'm a sentimental person,
that was so gross. I can't.
But they're my mom's.
I know, but I mean,
but I used to use them as a little girl, so it's sentimental.
Okay, so put it in a box of trinkets that you want to keep for the rest of time. Don't have it in your makeup bag.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
I don't have a box of trinkets I want to keep for all time.
Well, you should have that, because one day, don't you want to give it one, like, to Mason, one to Penelope, one to Rain?
Yeah. Okay, that's a project for me to do right now.
Quarantine project. Okay, I love you. I will talk to you later.
Okay, I love you. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.